2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's game at AT&T Center, it's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, their goal tonight is to play with the same type of effort at both ends of the court. They can't afford to let up at the defensive end, and that's a message I'm sure has been communicated to them in the locker room. And we've always known that Kawhi Leonard is an amazing defender, but we've seen him grow on the offensive end the past few seasons. Just how good can Leonard get as a scorer, Kenny?
Well, because of his ability to shoot the three now, and, that challenges, he could challenge for the scoring title. And, he has strong finishes inside.
He's the best player on the San Antonio Spurs team. Kudos to Popovich for saying, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, thank you, but Kawhi, you are the man now.
That's it for us here as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Kawhi Leonard has been a great defender from day one, but he has developed into an elite offensive player as well. Now, Greg Popovich says he basically tells me what he wants to do now. He knows he has a green light. I think that's the difference. He's more confident, more aggressive, more hungry to score than in the past. Kevin?
And they need him to be that way, DA. Thank you, especially after Tim Duncan's retirement and Manu and TP getting older. This is Kawhi's team now, for sure. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and there are guys like Bogut, even at advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
And now Washington's starting group. Morris and Gortat together down low. The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. And it's Porter in at the 3. Now here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal from long range. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Showing some initiative there.
Yeah, he takes advantage of what the defense is providing him, and that's the first bucket of the game.
Screen by Parker. Green kicks to Leonard. Shoots from the right block. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And herein lies the problem with trying to defend Leonard, his versatility. You take one thing away, he hurts you with another.
Wall dishes to Porter. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Morris with a screen on Green. Morris a screen. Shot clock at 5. Baseline try. Beal's shot is good. Beal's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Now here's Green. The baseline J. And it's Leonard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wall passes to Porter. Kicks to Beal. Morris a screen. Tipped away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Clock at 4. Morris a screen. And Wall kicks to Beal.
And can you not love the tenacity of Leonard, one of the best defenders to enter the league in quite some time.
Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got his second basket.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Wall against Parker. Takes it from 10. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. Porter's running, count it.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Here's Parker, following the basket by Otto Porter. Over in the corner, Gasol. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And another display right there of Gasol and his touch. Just amazing at hitting some tough shots over pretty stiff defense.
And Pau Gasol had his chances to play in San Antonio before. Finally signed with the Spurs last season. And I think all would agree he's been a pretty good fit.
Well, with that kind of ability and skill set that Pau possesses as a big man, 6'11", pass, score, and play out of the low post, seemed like a natural fit for what Greg Popovich likes to do in the system. And how about the fact that he added the 3-ball last year? He made 56.
The free throw off from Gasol.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hand.
Now here's Leonard. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Washington trailing. Here's Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Now here's Porter. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And Wall kicks to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 8 points for Bradley Beal.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Morris with the block, and he gets it back. Parker's shot is off.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Porter dishes the Wall. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. Aldridge, the pass to Leonard. Over Porter. And that one's good. Leonard's got 9.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Wall wide open from outside off the mark.
And we got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Beal against Green. Dishes it to Aldridge. His first shot coming late. Another one falls for San Antonio.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Morris a screen. And Porter, here we go. Morris with a screen on Parker. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal. No good on the shot. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Porter. There's a screen by Gortat. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Parker against Wall. And the wide open shot from Green. Here's Gasol. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
What stellar work from Gasol there, throwing himself against the glass and doing whatever it takes to find a second chance opportunity.
Leonard attacking, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the Spurs got Kawhi Leonard to be the next Bruce Bowen, but from his rookie season, I think Pop realized, Brent, he could be the face of the franchise.
Well, it's amazing that they had talked with that kind of regard for Kawhi Leonard after making the draft day trade and sending away George Hill. They felt like Kawhi Leonard could make that kind of progression. Now, I would also tell you that they had no idea he would become one of the more devastating players on the offensive end of the floor. But the work ethic was there, the size was there, and the fruits of the labor are paying off.
First free throw is good. We know the importance of ball movement, Brent, but when the offense bogs down, someone needs to get it done in isolation. Could you pick anybody who you would go to?
Yes, Kevin. He plays in Cleveland.
Yes.
Or the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
And his name is LeBron James.
Ah, yes.
Have you seen him play?
James.
Yeah, I'll take that guy.
Okay, that's a good guy. that's a real good guy. Leonard hits them both. Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt, but they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be? And ultimately, that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Here is Frazier after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Oubre kicks to Smith. Here's Mahimi. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Mahimi's got his first bucket in this one.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
But when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you can do to stop him.
Shots good by Mills.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
So Kawhi Leonard comes out of San Diego State and can't shoot outside of 8 feet, and now is one of the NBA's premier scorers. What remarkable offseason work he's done with shooting coach Chip England to become one of the more deadly offensive weapons in the league.
Kyle Anderson has checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Wizards trail by 10. And Kawhi Leonard scoring in volume. But like you'd expect from a Spur, tremendous efficiency as well.
You look at the numbers, the league's most efficient pick-and-roll scorer last season. I mean, that is remarkable stuff, especially for a guy playing mostly in the 3 and 4 spot. And then the clutch numbers and coming down the stretch, how it was that he had the best percentage on go-ahead buckets with 5 seconds left in the basketball game. That's a steady force.
Now here's Mills. There's the pick. Anderson dishes to Mills. From the baseline. Oubre pulls it in.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Up top, Frazier. Smith the pass to Meeks. He feeds it to Mahinmi. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
And Washington has possession following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Stolen by Anderson. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Gay. Washington with the rebound. Oubre with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Smith kicks to Frazier. Meeks dishes to Mahinmi. Shot clock at 6. Over Laverne. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Spurs leading by 13. Gay passes to Mills. Pass to Laverne. Now here's Mills. Frazier covering. Puts it up from 12. Nice D from Frazier. Wizards trail by 13. 1:35 left in the first quarter. In transition, here come the Spurs. Mills has got the ball. Laverne. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Well, another thing he can do defensively is generate steals. Mills does a great job of jump-starting the fast break.
Now, here's Meeks. He's tightly guarded. And that's going to be a travel. Spurs leading by 15. Ginobili outside. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. No good from Gay.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And Meeks kicks to Smith. Wizards passing it around. Meeks can't hit. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Shots good by Laverne.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Wizards trail by 17. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Meeks dishes to Mahinmi. Laverne with the steal. Ginobili outside. They set the pick. And here's Mills. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's San Antonio feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pop's and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guards. Laverne out there with Anderson. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge. Look at that.
You got to love watching Gay just soar through the air. An amazing dunker who just relishes these opportunities.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Here's Mahimi. That one, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Laverne kicks to Gay. And he's good on the 3-ball. Gay's got 5 points now this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Meeks kicks to Frazier. Now here's Oubre. He's covered by Gay. To the inside. Shot's good by Laverne. Laverne's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And the Spurs, Greg, one of the best defensive teams in the league for 2 seasons running.
And it's really all about execution. They seem to just move in concert and stay connected. No silly fouls. And with their length, nothing easy inside.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Laverne. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Morris against Anderson. They need this. Kept alive. Gortat. Nice D from Aldridge.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
First personal foul, team's first.
And when you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points, and really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. The free throw off from Rudy Gay. And with Rudy Gay, scoring, Greg, has never been a problem for him, has pretty much had the same level of production his entire career.
Yeah, and if you say that about some players, it's considered an insult, but it's a good thing for Gay. Usually will shoot in the mid-40s for his field goal percentage and solid at that small forward position. Also a great ISO game.
Passes to Green. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Fires the 3. And Rudy Gay with the 3. Gay's got 10.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beal can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The dish to Green. The pass to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. Gay can't get it to go. The Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Beal kicks to Morris. Outside, Beal. Up off the screen. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's Aldridge. Again, the Spurs good for 2. The Wizards have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat. With the floater. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you could argue Bradley Beal was one of the bigger all-star snubs from last season. It's great to see what he can do when finally healthy, and has always been a dangerous scorer when he's at 100%.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Beal. And with Beal, and Greg, you brought this up with his health because he hadn't been able really to play a full slate of games in his first 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah, and credit him for dedicating his efforts to improve his health. I mean, was a time when you thought injuries would maybe limit his career, but when he's on the court, he is one of the best we have at that off-guard position, and he's only going to get better.
Well, we all know, Brent, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I can tell you that.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Washington calls timeout.
Do a deep dive into LaMarcus Aldridge's career numbers. He is just one of the best big men shooting the basketball, especially from the mid-range, with incredible consistency. He can hurt you from all over the floor, but especially from around the 15-foot mark. That is his bread and butter.
Tony Parker's checked in for San Antonio. Wizards have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the mid-range jumper, not usually a recipe for efficiency. Brent, you think the Spurs want Aldridge to take a step back and take more threes?
Well, last season he shot over 40% from the three-point line, and I think that the big guys stepping out to the corner is something that a lot of offenses look to. He didn't take a ton of threes, but when he did, he'd knock him down.
And it's Leonard missing. Wizards have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Outside, Wall. Gortat with the screen for Wall. From 12 feet out. Wall with another miss.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
And Parker with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. Parker's got his first points in this one.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Beal, the pass to Gortat. Back to Beal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And for the Spurs last season, falling short of their goal of winning another title. But Greg Popovich, Brent, still called it a great season.
Well, they had their second most wins ever under Pop last year. 7 new players to integrate. In the first year without rock-solid, steady force Tim Duncan down there on the low block. They did have some injuries late down the stretch, and they can look back on another season where they gave their best effort and put themselves in position to get another NBA championship.
That one is off.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Green with the ball. Now Beal defending. Pass to Aldridge. Parker against Wall. Shoots from the elbow. And the shot falls short this time.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
On the wing, Porter, guarded by Green. Shot off the screen, and another miss by Washington. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night. Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. The baseline jam. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And it's Wall in the corner. There's a screen by Gortat. The 17-footer. Wall, no luck. San Antonio's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Green kicks to Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. Aldridge with a screen on Porter. Leonard against Porter. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Parker against Wall. Over Parker. Wall, good. Wall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the tight defense there only seems to increase Wall's focus. Gives him a little extra lift on the jumper.
Parker kicks to Gasol. Leonard against Porter. Feeds it to Aldridge. Parker outside. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Parker's got 5 now.
Yeah, Parker's ability to stretch it, it really forces the defense to contest him from out there.
Morris with the screen for Beal. The kick out to Porter. Over Green. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 6 points for Otto Porter Jr. Parker kicks to Leonard. Good looking screen by Gasol. Leonard attacking, and Gasol now top of the key. 6 feet out. Rebound, Washington. Here's Wall, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, easy to appreciate Wall, an all-star caliber talent who just fills up the stat sheet.
I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
And that one misses. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Jason Smith comes in for Morris. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Jody Meeks in for Bradley Beal. And he's good on the second. Brent, every team's looking for skilled bigs who can hit the 3, defend the perimeter, pull out other bigs. At what point do we start seeing 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" guards? I guess we're kind of getting a glimpse of that now.
Yes, with apologies to Magic Johnson and what he was able to do through his career with the Lakers. Those guys are all throughout the league already. I mean, we've already hit that mark, Kevin, where we're seeing some of these guys do extraordinary things in terms of their skill with the basketball in open space. Thank you, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram. I find it amazing, though, don't you?
I really do. And to say that the game is not better than it was, watching what these young players are capable of, and I'm just talking purely in terms of their skill. The game has come a long way. Happy to see it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Again, Leonard missing. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Smith up top. Over to the wing. Oubre dishes to Mahimi. Over Laverne. And that one hits back iron.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Wizards shooting a meager 37% for the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Left side, Wall. Over Mills. A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is where Leonard has become so difficult to defend. He can beat you with a variety of moves inside, including the one we just saw.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
well, Kawhi Leonard, he went off. And what's really impressing me is how effortless it looks. He's reached that elite skill level to where every move he makes looks like money. Maybe the best defensive player in the league, he can now dictate the game on the offensive end.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
A grand view of the well-attended Alamo on a beautiful night as we welcome you back to San Antonio. It is definitely worth the visit. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. A great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the guard position. Outside, Porter. Here is Gortat. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Beal kicks to Morris. And he banks in the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Parker, here we go. And Tony Parker in the 2017 season with the lowest minutes per game average in his career. He was playing so well in the playoffs. I mean, historically well. Then, Greg, as we know, the quad injury in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's pretty clear that 15-year run he's had as a starter, that window is rapidly closing. But still effective, just no longer the focal point that he once was.
2.
Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
And Tony Parker in his prime, one of the best slashing point guards this league has ever seen. Just an outstanding finisher amidst the tall players. And one season, how about he almost led the league in points in the paint, a surefire Hall of Famer.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
Now Wall. Porter in the corner. Off target from outside. And a bit of a down year for Tony Parker in 2017. His lowest three-point percentage in 5 years. Lowest free throw percentage in 9.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see him hitting threes at a higher clip. The previous couple seasons, he shot it up over 40%. And a great way, I think, to boost his offense, even though he has slowed down a bit.
The Wizards shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Wall passes to Porter. The feed to Gortat. He dishes it to Morris. Back to Gortat. He kicks to Beal. From outside the arc, and the three ball is good. Beal's got 16 points. Spurs leading by 23. Parker outside. And Gasol now top of the key. Screen by Parker. Green with the ball. Now Beal defending. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Green. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. 6 points for him.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, when you look at this Washington team, the strength clearly lies in that backcourt. Wall and Beal, arguably the best backcourt in this league. They are the engine that motors this team with their scoring and playmaking.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. This Washington backcourt of Wall and Beal. Last season, Greg, they were able to both stay healthy, and Wizards fans finally saw just how potent they both could be.
And remember all those rumors how these two couldn't coexist? Well, they sure liked existing together last season. I mean, they really carried this group when it mattered, and both just explosive players who are not only leaders, but they're terrific two-way players for this franchise.
Gasol dishes to Parker. From 13, good on the jump shot. Parker's got 10.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Dishes it to Beal. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Leonard missing. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Beal, and the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Frazier's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Shot from 12. Here's Gortat, who's back up, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Gortat's got his first points of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Parker against Frazier. Kicks it to Gay. He feeds it to Aldridge. 4 on the shot clock. Over Morris. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Rudy Gay. 8 points for Aldridge.
Not many, if any, bigs in the league have a more proficient mid-range game. Aldridge with the soft touch there.
Frazier the pass to Morris. And Washington again with the bucket. Now here's Parker. 10 points for him. Pass to Aldridge. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
Inside with a hand in his face, Aldridge undeterred.
There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier kicks to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Green. Beal dishes to Morris. Parker against Frazier. Second shot opportunity. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From 12 feet out, Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Frazier the pass to Porter. Beal against Green. Shot on the wing. The putback. And the second chance effort by Gortat. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Beal. Murray's checked in for San Antonio. Parker with it. 10 points for him. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Here's Gasol, and that's going to be a travel.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Anderson, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Wizards have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Gortat with a screen on Parker. Outside Porter. Passes it to Gortat. Over Aldridge. And Washington again with the bucket. Spurs leading by 21. Parker kicks to Anderson. And the pass to Murray. There's the dish to Aldridge. Gortat with the defensive effort.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Pass to Morris. It's Meeks outside. The rebound by Anderson. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now here's Murray. D right on him. Aldridge with a screen on Gortat. Gay with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Gay's got 13 points.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Meeks dishes to Gortat. Back to Meeks. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris with the screen for Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Over Anderson. And that one's good by Porter. 8 points for him.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Feeds to Parker. Anderson the screen. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight. The Wizards have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Morris a screen. Gortat the pass to Meeks. Anderson against Porter. Here's Frazier. There's 3-pointers off the mark. San Antonio's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 3-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. LaMarcus Aldridge standing 6'11", tall for the power forward position.
He's got the size advantage on most defenders and a devastating ability to shoot a turnaround jumper, especially over the left shoulder from the mid-range. So a great and capable scorer.
Gortat with a screen on Parker. Frazier kicks to Morris. Outside Porter. And there's the feed to Gortat. Over Aldridge. Gortat misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Meeks. And here is Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Takes it from 10. A nice shot by Frazier. Spurs leading by 22. Parker outside. He dishes it to Aldridge. Shoots from the high post. He can't get it to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Frazier dishes to Gortat. Morris a screen. The tray. Offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by Gortat.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Parker kicks to Anderson. To the paint. Aldridge, no luck. Wizards trail by 20. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Gortat with a screen on Parker. Outside Porter. He kicks it to Gortat. The putback and the second chance effort by Gortat. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
I should probably introduce myself. You should have seen what I wore. I had a cane and a party hat. I was the king of this hologram where there's no such thing as getting out of hand.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Aldridge. Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. Ano Ginobili, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And it's Mills in for Parker. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Smith comes in for Markieff Morris. Oubre's checked in for Meeks. And it's John Wall in for Tim Frazier.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Smith kicks to Wall. Porter against Ginobili. Tries it from the top of the key. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. 30 seconds left in the third. Here's Gay. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Gay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
12 seconds left to play in the third. Wall up top, shoots over Mills, can't cash in from the high post. Offline. And so it's San Antonio holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision-making, and that takes great recognition from all 5 guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Bradley Beal. David.
Hey guys, got an update from the Wizards head athletic trainer. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. He's not going to return to this game, and unfortunately, it looks like he could be out for a while, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Gay in at the 3 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Mahimi, a screen on Gay. Pulls from the top of the key. The Wizards with another miss. Spurs leading by 20. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. That doesn't go either by Ginobili.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Smith with a wide open look. Here's Mahimi. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Gasol against Mahimi. Gasol kicks to Leonard. And the rejection by Smith. And now here comes Wall leading the break. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over him.
Green, he's checked in for San Antonio.
One shot.
And that one falls for John Wall. Spurs leading by 15. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Now here's Mills, covered by Wall. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Washington, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Wall kicks to Smith. Mahimi against Gasol. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Spurs working the ball around now. Good looking screen by Gasol. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
And Washington making a change here. Morris is checked in. Wizards trail by 15. Wall passes to Oubre. Dishes it to Porter. Leonard with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And then Gay with the dunk.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
Washington shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Mahimi a screen. The rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. Good looking screen by Gasol. Lets the three fly, and it's Patty Mills with the three. Mills has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Now, here is Morris. Covered by Mills. It's good. 14 points for John Wall.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Gasol a screen. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Then for the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Mahinmi. And Zedaransky subbed in for Oubre. On the wing, Porter. Gortat with a screen on Leonard. Here's Porter, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
Free throw good, Porter. Here's Mills. Outside, Green. There's the pick. Kicks it to Leonard. Here's Gasol. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
And sometimes there's just no stopping Pau Gasol. A slender 7-footer that has no problem scoring over the defense.
Outside, Wall. Shoots over Mills. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 7 now in this quarter.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Mills dishes to Leonard. Over Porter. And it's Leonard again missing.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And Mack kicks to Wall. Over Green, and Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Mack. Wall's got 9 points now in just the second half. Gasol a screen. Green kicks to Gasol. Shot on the wing. That shot off the mark.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
Mack the pass to Wall. Gortat against Gasol. Out to Morris. And Washington again with the bucket.
Good decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapsed.
San Antonio leading by 11. Now Mills. He feeds it to Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got 21.
And there's that suddenness. Leonard in traffic, inside, still able to explode up and convert.
Here's Wall. Wall with another miss. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Porter against Leonard. Gasol a screen. Leonard dishes to Mills. Gasol a screen on Wall. And Mills kicks to Gasol.
And you might have thought that with the big three retiring and getting older, the San Antonio Spurs might need to think about rebuilding. But the emergence of one Kawhi Leonard as a superstar in the league on both ends of the floor has extended this team's dominance.
Two.
Free throw drops for Gasol.
Now, Pau Gasol still remains an offensive threat for this basketball team, expanding his range over time and still has that nice soft jumper.
Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. And a switcher also for Washington. Meeks is checked in. Gasol hits them both. And the Wizards with possession. 15-point game. Now here's Wall. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Wall's got 11 in the second half. And Tim Duncan retired, as we know, but Kawhi Leonard carrying on that culture of no frills, Brent work, and dedication to the game.
Well, there's no better standard bearer than what Kawhi Leonard has represented, but it's been built on the shoulders of Tim Duncan and David Robinson before him. The Spurs continue to go about their business, respecting the game and getting the most out of the ability of the players on the floor.
With some arc, that shot off the mark. Good D by Parker. Leonard against Porter. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Spurs passing it around. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Leonard's got 25 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Meeks dishes the Wall. In the corner, it's Morse. It's Meeks outside. Cranes the three-pointer.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Parker. Puts it up from 17, and Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. 14 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, becoming more and more comfortable with the catch and shoot, Aldridge is now a threat every time they run that kind of play.
Right side, Wall. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Rebound, Washington. An even 3-on-3 break. Porter kicks to Wall. Over Parker. That one wide left. Spurs leading by 16. Outside Leonard. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to Gasol. 14 feet away. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got his 16th rebound on the night. Meeks dishes the Wall from 20 feet out. Wall missing again.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
And Meeks kicks to Wall. And the pass to Porter. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
Outside, Green. The dish to Gasol. Shoots over Gortat. Gasol can't get that one to fall. Wizards trail by 18.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
In one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Aldridge. And the shot falls short this time. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wall against Parker. Wall, good.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see, fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Parker outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.